So if you've got any kind of online business, probably the first thing to set up, or one of the most important things to set up, is a way of receiving payments. Your online business won't actually go that far if you can't receive payments from people that you're actually serving or selling products to. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 finance apps that I use and that I couldn't do without. This is how I've set up my payment process system, a way of receiving money in the most efficient way possible, because I have clients all over the globe. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a good idea of how to set up a payment processing system so you can receive money from your clients in the most efficient way possible. So in order to showcase my entire system, I'm going to dive straight on over into my laptop and show you how I do it. So first off, I am in my platform of choice, which is called Kajabi. This is where I host all of my courses, any memberships, coaching services, any digital products. This is the platform that I use. I also use it to host my website, and I also use it to actually add things to cart. So if you were a Kajabi user, you head on over into your Kajabi account, go to settings, and then all you need to do is go into payment integrations. Now, Kajabi do a good job of offering different payment integrations. This is, for example, if you sold a course to somebody, they need a way of giving you money. You need a way of receiving that money. So Kajabi are actually currently rolling out a new payment processing system. So it's called Kajabi Payments. It's so you can actually accept Google Pay, Apple Pay, but I am actually based outside of the US, so this isn't in the UK or any other country just yet. So I'm using their legacy system, which is either Stripe or PayPal. Now I tend to use, or I prefer to use, Stripe, just because it's a little bit different from PayPal. The fees are slightly different and the user experience is slightly different. So what I've done is I've connected a Stripe account. So Stripe is my first finance app of choice that I use, or that I couldn't do without, to actually keep this business up and running. And all you need to do, if you haven't connected it, is just go into your Kajabi account or into whatever platform you're using, and there should be an integration to actually set up Stripe. I would then go and do that and go and set up Stripe, so actually it talks to your hosting platform, and people, once they go to checkout, once they go to add to cart and click purchase, it goes straight through to your Stripe account. So if you have got a Stripe account, you can actually add your own Stripe account to your platform of choice. If you haven't, Kajabi does a good job. It will actually open a new Stripe account for you. Now, I'm not going to show you the process of going through and adding a Stripe account, because you're going to need a lot of personal information. You're going to need a lot of bank details and everything like that. So all you need to know is Stripe is the first finance app that I would recommend using, and it's got a pretty good reputation of a good user experience and as low as possible fees. Just think, it's only a few % to use their platform. You can open up a free account, but that's the cost of doing business online. So once I have my finances or my payments going into the Stripe app, you can even have an app on your mobile, something to monitor. You then have to link a bank account to your Stripe account. So the Stripe app will just process your accounts. And if you are anything like me, working across the planet, working with people across the planet, I like to charge, for the most part, in US dollars, but I actually need to pay my UK bank account. I need to pay myself in pounds. So I've got to try and find a way of getting my money to myself in the most efficient way as possible. Now, you will first of all get some fees for using these types of platforms like Stripe. Stripe takes a few % off the top, but then obviously if you're changing it, a currency exchange fee will be applied. I like to try and keep my finances in dollars for as long as possible, and for me, this is why I use my bank of choice, is Wise, formerly known as TransferWise. Is a few things really why I use this bank. It's pretty borderless. It likes to have different currencies, and it likes to exchange at the interbank exchange rate. So the FX fees, the foreign currency exchange fees, are really at a minimum. So you can get the best exchanges possible and the least amount of fees possible. So I actually go ahead and set up, or I would recommend, if you're anything like me, a bit of a digital nomad, go ahead and set up a Wise account. There is an option to set up personal account as well here, but I actually set up a business account, and you can use both. It's entirely up to you. So the flow of payments go through my Kajabi account into Stripe, and then once Stripe has processed this, I link up this bank account into the back end of Stripe. So Stripe's going to ask for some bank account details. I just give them my US dollar Stripe account. So it's gone from US dollars through Kajabi, US dollars into Stripe, and then US dollars into Wise. So once it's in my Wise account, I then do the FX. I then do the foreign currency exchange into pounds, and then I pay myself into my personal account. Now there's one more app that I would recommend. So Stripe is the first app that I'd recommend. Wise is the next thing, or a internet bank of your choice. And then I would always add Xero or any other accounting software into your business bank account. This is one of the things I try and outsource initially, and I try and recommend people to outsource, is accountancy tasks such as bookkeeping and reconciliation, any sort of financial accountancy task. So my accountants have access to Xero, which is linked into Wise. And then on a regular basis, they go in and reconcile. They do all my bookkeeping for me. And then we have quarterly management accounts. So those are the three apps that I couldn't run this business without. First of all, Stripe, then Wise, any type of business bank, and then Xero, linking in Xero to your business bank account. So then it can pull all the information down, and you can see, you can actually build out reports just to see how your business is doing overall. Businesses are built on numbers. Businesses can't survive without cash flow. So these are the three main apps, or thereabouts, if you wanted to tweak a few of these slightly, that I would recommend actually plugging into your system so you can actually receive the money, not just receive the money that you actually make, but receive it in as an efficient way as possible. So there we have it, a very quick run through of the three finance apps that I can't do without, how to make money online and how to receive your money online. Now, I've put together a free workshop, if any of this interests you, on how I built my entire online business and how you can make your first $1,000 of online revenue. Head over to timpeakman.com/workshop, and after a few clicks, all you're going to do is be taken to an on-demand training where you can actually go through that training and understand how all of these separate pieces fit together. That link once more, timpeakman.com/workshop. And I look forward to seeing you again on another video soon.